So tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Setha and I'm from Miss Toni Morrison's Beloved. Miss Morrison set this book, which happens to be my story, in the 1860s, right after the Civil War. I was probably about 35 when the book starts. I live at 124 Bluestone Road with my 3 children, the spirit of my dead baby, and baby Suggs. I was previously a slave at Sweet Home, and I was a victim of being forced down and having my milk stolen, and they took all of it and I couldn't nurse my baby girl, and that was hard for me because my ma'am couldn't nurse me because she was working, and so a white woman nursed me. And I know my ma'am loved me, but she couldn't provide for me and I couldn't provide for my baby, so it's hard. But anyways, back to my babies. I had 4 and one of them died. Howard and Bugler, both 13, both run out by the spirit after their 13th birthdays. Oh, I miss them so much. And then there's my sweet, sweet Denver. I love her so much, but sometimes she tends to stay to herself, but that's okay, I guess. And then there's baby Suggs, the ma'am of my late husband, and at the beginning of the book, she falls sick and dies, and I miss her a lot because she was like a second ma'am to me. And that brings me to the father of my babies. We were escaping slavery and we were split up. And after we were split up, we never met up again, so I'm guessing he died. But that's okay because there's Paul D, and he's been hanging around lately and he's been acting like a father and a husband to us.
What about the baby? How did it die?
Well, I killed her. But I had good reason to. They were going to come for her, and they were going to take her, and they were going to make her a slave. And with slavery comes rape. Rape over and over and over again. They've done it. They've done it a million times, and they'll do it to her again. I know they will. So I took with her to the shed, and I hid with her, and then I heard them coming, and I made the decision really quick. I had to. I made the decision to kill her. I just killed her. And at that moment, I felt like death was kinder than rape. And I only did it because I loved her. But that's where the story gets interesting. It all started when Paul D took me and my sweet Denver to the All Blacks Carnival. It was so much fun. He even bought a sweet lemonade to drink. After it was all over, we started the long walk home. And that's when we stumbled across this girl sitting on a stump near 124. She looked so tired and so weak, but it was so strange because her boots and her dress, they looked brand new. So we stopped and we tried to ask her if she was alright, if she needed any help. But she was too weak to say anything. So we picked her up and we took her home. And when we got home, we gave her some water because she looked thirsty. And she just kept wanting more and more and more water. And after she drank all that water, she just wanted to go straight to bed. Well, we thought that was alright, so we took her up to baby Suggs' room and we laid her down. And she slept for days and days, and she didn't even get up to pee. She just laid there and went in the bed. But after she was rested for a little while, she felt like getting up, and we brought her back downstairs and we questioned her again. And this time we got an answer. Her name was Beloved, but she still didn't remember how she got to the stump or how she even got to our house. But we accepted her anyways. And I forgot to mention, when she got there, the spirit of the baby, it disappeared, and then eventually Paul D left us. I mean, I guess he just couldn't put up with all the women around. But I mean, Beloved, she's such a sweet girl. She used to meet me on my way home from work every single day, and it got to the point where I used to stay home from work just to be with her. She even made me remember things that I forgot I knew. Like the different language my mom used to speak to me, and the diamond earrings I got for a wedding present, which I lost, and even that I was the only child that my mom kept. Sometimes though, Beloved would throw fits. I mean, she would throw food and furniture, and sometimes she wouldn't let me get near my sweet Denver, or my sweet Denver get near me. And it seemed that her fits were flaring up when it was around time for me to leave. So eventually I decided just to quit work and stay home with my Beloved. And oh, my sweet Denver, oh, she is so sweet. She went to work and she brings home fresh food every single day. But Beloved is such a joy to have in our family, and sometimes I think maybe she could be the flesh of my dead baby. But I must stop here. I've already given away too much. So all of you should go read Beloved by Miss Morrison so you can learn more detail about me and more to the story of my sweet Denver, my sweet beloved, Paul D, Baby Suggs, Howard, and Bugler, and everyone else we encounter on our journey.